of the day. So let's take a look at our quote for today and we'll continue the conversation. So the quote of the day today comes from Wayne Gretzky and says, "You miss 100% of the shots you don't take." You miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. I think this is a very, very apt quote for us to remember today, that look, if you don't take it, you're not going to even have a chance. You know, you don't give yourself the chance to actually say, okay, so maybe 50% chance I'll miss it, 20% chance I'll get it, and so on and so forth. But if you don't take it, you don't give yourself any chance. So you better take it, and if you take it, you actually increase your chances of actually hitting the mark. So why not just take it? You don't lose anything by taking the chance, taking the opportunity. I think it's very important for us to remember, you miss 100% of the opportunities, the shots that you don't take. All right. Now, this week, I just want to remind you that every week on Wednesdays, we have this segment on the show called Hello, Mr. President. It's a very, very important segment for us because what it is that we are offering you is the opportunity for you to speak directly to those who are in power, those in authority, those who are policymakers, those who are decision makers, those who are duty bearers, those who are responsible to make sure that all parts of this country work and work effectively. Hello, Mr. President is that show that offers you the opportunity to speak directly about the challenges that you have in your communities to the authorities. So send us a 60-second video showing us what it is, whether it's bad roads, whether it's bad sanitation, poor sanitation, whether it is whatever challenges you may find in your area, you know, whether it's related to schools, whatever the challenge may be, send us a 60-second clip. And then also, alternatively, write us an email, 250-word email, okay? And once you send us through to us, we will then take that and question those who are responsible within your locality, all right? And make sure that they do what it is that they have to do, all right? You can send that to us on the number 0550-585-832. That's our WhatsApp line. And alternatively, you can send us an email at hellomrpresidenttv@gmail.com. And we will take it up, and on your behalf, we will address the duty bearers. We also have Voters Diary. It's a show that we run every day of the week. Now, today, of course, it's a holiday, so we're taking it easy. But Tuesday to Friday, just tomorrow, we're going to be doing this. And at 1 p.m., it happens live on radio. And at 3 p.m., it's on TV, right here on Citi TV. So don't miss out, because it's Ghana's choice, okay? We find ourselves in an electionary period. This period, as we're preparing, you want to know, be armed with the truth, be armed with the facts, be armed with knowledge so that you can make a good decision. Now, Apiorkor has joined me. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. I'm very well. I love the very funky. Well, yeah. I mean, I had to pull it out.
A different take on
I had to pull it out. No, yes. I love it. I love it.
Thank you.
You did warn me.
I did.
I'm super impressed.
I told you.
You blew me out. You've blown me away.
Thank you. But good morning. How was your weekend?
Oh, weekend was.
I saw pictures and you were chilling somewhere without me, but it's okay.
Yes, it's okay.
I'm used to it. It was delightful.
Delightful.
See your face like delightful.
I see my face. I'm very happy. The weekend was.
But I mean, at the tail end of the weekend, people will say it's a long weekend because today is a holiday, right?
Yeah,
Not for us, but for most people.
Of course. Yeah.
The president spoke in his, is it 17th address to the nation? Yes, on the COVID-19 situation in Ghana. And I think we should take a look at that and then, talk about some of the things that he mentioned there.
Yeah.
Fellow Ghanaians, good evening. This is the 17th time that you're kindly opening the doors to your homes, to me, to enable me brief you about the issue of COVID-19, the steps being taken by government to eliminate it, and the measures being implemented to ease progressively and safely the restrictions put in place to defeat the virus. We in Ghana have certainly come a long way and have made significant progress in combating the disease. The angst, fear, and panic exhibited by many, especially when the first 2 cases were recorded on our shores, have been replaced in recent weeks by a growing sense of optimism and renewed hope that we are on our way to winning the battle against the pandemic. The improvement in the situation is all thanks to the effectiveness of the measures put in place by government, the cooperation and support of you, the Ghanaian people, and most certainly by the grace of Almighty God. Nevertheless, I appeal to each and every one of you to continue to tread on the path constructed by government and follow religiously all the social distancing, mask wearing, and enhanced hygiene protocols. They are and will remain our weapons in the struggle against the virus. In the same manner, we have to remember to continue improving our fitness by exercising and eating well, patronizing our healthy Ghanaian foods, which will boost our immunity to disease and help us in the fight against the pandemic. When I delivered update number 16, exactly 3 weeks ago, the number of recorded active cases, that is persons with the virus, stood at 1,847. This number, as of Friday, 18 September, has reduced considerably to 507 persons. There are currently some regions in the country without active cases. Greater Accra, Eastern, Ashanti, and Central regions account for some 80% of the active cases. As of Friday, 18 September 2020, the total number of tests conducted is 470,730. So far, a total of 45,258 persons have recovered, and 297 persons, a great majority of them with underlying illnesses such as hypertension, diabetes, chronic liver disease, and asthma, have sadly died. In the face of these encouraging statistics, I know there are many who are wondering why I have not announced a complete return to normalcy in all aspects of national life, because they believe the figures suggest we've turned the tide in the fight against the virus. Yes, our death rate continues to be low, and our hospitals have mercifully not been overwhelmed, as there are presently only 20 severe and critical cases. Indeed, there are a lot of empty beds in our treatment centers. In the isolation centers are virtually no patients under care. But truth be told, we cannot afford at this critical moment to throw caution to the wind and destroy the incredible amount of work undertaken by government, health officials, heroic frontline health workers, and members of the security agencies in bringing us this far. Now more than ever, we must be even more disciplined in our adherence to the personal hygiene, mask wearing, and social distancing measures that have become part of our daily routines. That is the way to eliminate the virus altogether. The experience in other parts of the world show us that the virus can return with a vengeance once you let your guard down. Fellow Ghanaians, in my last address, I announced the reopening of our international airport, Kotoka International Airport, signaling our gradual reintegration with the rest of the world. 16 out of the 23 airlines that operated in Kotoka prior to its closure have again commenced flights to and from Accra. As of yesterday, Saturday, 19 September, a total of 10,061 passengers had been tested at Kotoka. In spite of the requirement that all passengers must be in possession of a negative PCR test result upon their arrival in Ghana, a test which should have been conducted not more than 72 hours before the scheduled departure from the country of origin. A total of 26 positive cases had been recorded from the tests at Kotoka. Let us pause for a moment and imagine what would have happened if these 26 positives had not been detected and had been allowed to mingle with the population. Even though the cost of 150 United States dollars per passenger for the mandatory airport COVID tests has been criticized in certain quarters, the value of the test in its speed, accuracy, and savings for passengers who no longer have to bear the cost of the 14-day mandatory quarantine in hotels has been clearly established. It is worth noting that a lot of people who have experienced it firsthand, the service being offered at our international airport, have praised the country for the innovation and farsightedness on display at our airport. Let me assure you again that as President of the Republic, I will do everything in my power to protect you and stop the importation of the virus into our country or limit and contain its spread. This is my solemn commitment to you. Fellow Ghanaians, on Friday, 18 September, 561,674 JHS3 students completed the Basic Education Certificate Examination, BECE. SHS3 students also, on 5th September, wrote the last paper of the West Africa Senior Secondary Certificate Examination, WACSE. I am particularly excited at this development because despite the fears and genuine anxiety expressed by some and the criticisms proffered by some in the political space, these students have gone to school, studied, sat, and completed their examinations unscathed. Their forward march in life has not been interrupted. And by the grace of God, the predictions made by some of widespread infections and even deaths did not materialize. I pledged I'll be the last person to put the lives of students at risk, and I express my deep appreciation to all parents and guardians for the trust reposed in me and my government. I pray for the success of the students in their exams. As has already been announced, relevant arrangements and logistical deployments are being made for the return to school of second-year, junior, and senior high school students. Continuing students in the University of Cape Coast, the University of Health and Allied Sciences, technical universities, and some other colleges have returned to school, and I've been reliably informed that adherence to protocols is high. Long may it continue. On Monday, 14 September, I extended by executive instrument the mandatory wearing of face masks by another 3 months. So until 14 December 2020, the wearing of masks remains mandatory, and the law enforcement agencies will be required to ensure this directive is respected by all. It has served us well in the fight against COVID-19, So I urge each and every one of us to wear our masks and do so correctly anytime we leave our homes. It is the new normal requirement of our daily existence until the virus disappears. Towards the progressive easing of restrictions, government has taken the decision to allow the resumption of training in all contact sports, taking into consideration the imminent participation of our national teams in international competitions. Indeed, some national teams have already been given the dispensation to begin training ahead of their international engagements. All sports people who are camped are to be tested regularly. Fellow Ghanaians, with respect to football, after due consultations with the Ghana Football Association, it has been decided that the Ghana Premier League and the Division I Football League will restart on Friday, 30th October, with a full regime of testing of the players, technical and management staff. No spectators will be allowed at the training centers. And when actual competition resumes, seating at all stadia will be limited to 25% capacity to ensure social distancing. Wearing of masks by spectators at stadia will be mandatory. The restart of all other sporting competitions will be determined on a case-by-case basis, pending consultations between the Ministry of Youth and Sports and the respective sport associations. Private burials, still with a maximum of 100 persons, can continue to be performed. Our borders by land and sea will remain closed to human traffic until further notice. Beaches, pubs, cinemas, and nightclubs remain closed until further notice. All other institutions that have been cleared to function are to continue to do so in strict adherence to the COVID-19 protocols. Enuanom, Onyankopɔn adaroma, nneɛma ɛyɛ ba ɛwɔ yare no ho. Nanso, ɛda so wɔ hɔ, ɛnkɔɛ. Enti, yɛnkɔ so ndidi nhyehyɛeɛ a aban ɛde ato hɔ no so. Titiri, ufifi a, hyɛ mask, kosi bere a wobɛbɛ fie.
All right, so that's the president giving us his latest update. I think there are some significant things in the update. Apiorkor, for me, I think that one of the most positive things about this update is the experience that we're having at the airport.
Absolutely.
You know, the success we've had even though people have come with tests done. Okay.
We're still testing.
We're still testing,
yes,
and we are catching people,
exactly.
Out.
Exactly.
So.
But have you been to the airport?
No,
since the borders have
I haven't.
Look,
no, I haven't.
I've
seen pictures,
decked it out. They're ready to receive and test people. The physical distancing is in order. It's amazing. And I was speaking to a friend of mine who came in.
Yeah.
I think, it must have been 2 weeks ago because he's done the mandatory 1-week quarantine. He said, look, I traveled across the world. He was coming in from the States. I traveled across the world, and I haven't seen anything like this.
Yeah.
I got to Ghana, and I felt like things were being done. And then he proceeds to say he's been to a number of the supermarkets, and he's impressed by the way things are being handled. Even the smaller shops, you're not allowed to enter without a mask.
Yeah.
He said that's not happening in most parts of the U.S.
Yeah.
So I think we should at least give ourselves a pat on the back.
I agree with you.
And let's commend our leadership. It's not as bad as people, want to think.
You're right. You're right. I mean, to me, I was just making the same comment to somebody yesterday. I said, listen, we can bash ourselves and, say all the different things that we don't like and we're upset with and everything else. But the truth of the matter is that, look, some things are being done.
Absolutely.
And you can't also say that the effective maintaining the numbers down.
Consistently dropping. Now we're at 499. We have 5 regions that are now COVID-free.
No,
it's not by it's not.
Because even some countries in Africa have experienced some serious challenges. So clearly we are doing something right.
But I think we should run through some of the numbers. Okay. So as it stands, we currently have 499 active cases. That's the latest update we have. And there are 5 regions that are now COVID-19 free, have been declared COVID-19 free. So I'll just run through those regions.
Okay.
The Northeast region, the Northern region, Savannah region, Upper West, and now, most recently, the Bono region.
Okay.
So we're not doing too badly. And if we look at the breakdown, the Ahafo region currently has 15 active cases. Ashanti 22, Bono, like I said, 0. Bono East 10, Central 26, Eastern region 24, Greater Accra with the highest, of course, 339, Northeast 0, Northern 0, Oti region 10, Savannah region 0, Upper East region 9, Upper West region 0, the Volta region 7, the Western region 10, Western North 12, and then the Kumasi, Greater Kumasi area, yes, 15. So in all, we have 499 active cases, and we've recorded a total of 45,877. And unfortunately, we've had a number of deaths, but I mean, across the board, I don't think we've done too badly.
No, at all.
And let's not forget that this is a global pandemic. It didn't just hit Ghana. And when we began, a lot of us, myself inclusive, were scared. We were wondering whether we'd be able to beat this thing. And I dare say that we've matched it boot for boot on the battlefield, and we should be proud of that. And stop feeding into this Western narrative that because of herd immunity, we are all walking around free.
You're right, Appy. And another good thing is that looking at the way things have been managed so far, it looks like sporting activities are going to start resuming.
That's right.
We're going to start
contact
with soccer,
sports, especially.
And all of that. So
I think
it's a good thing.
Our Premier League begins on October 30th.
Yes.
And I mean, as the president said, just to reiterate, no spectators are allowed during training, and when competitions do begin, we're doing 25% of the stadium capacity. And then compulsory wearing of masks.
Whilst you're in the stadium.
Yes, and I must, let me just, a lot of people keep saying, why aren't you wearing masks in the studio? We are physically distanced, socially distanced, and that's why you may not always see it on camera because of the way the angles look, but there's quite a bit of distance, and that's why, so that you can hear us, Communication involves lip reading and facial, all the gestures and everything. So that's why we're not doing that. But the compulsory wearing a mask goes to the 14th of December, which means we'll be voting in our masks.
Yes. So there's one thing that I thought about when he said that, though. I just thought about the last 2 days that I've been specifically looking into virtually every church that I will pass.
People are not wearing the mask.
Nobody's wearing the mask.
Meanwhile, our churches are now taking full capacity. That has been in effect for at least a month and a half.
So we are running the risk of, creating a reversal to all the good work that has been done so far. So I think it's important, and I'm going to make a call to all the people that run these stations, okay, all the trotro stations, the people that are in charge of running these stations, do not allow people onto trotros without masks.
Absolutely not.
The mates are not wearing masks. The drivers are not wearing masks. I don't know. I mean, listen, I've been seeing them.
If you're a passenger, you have the right to make noise. As for Ghana, when you speak up for the right thing, then they say "atuno" or "unkwana unimade." Like it is a national directive, and let's not forget that it is punishable by law.
Absolutely.
By executive instrument, the president has said we should be wearing masks. So I don't want to hear any of this. Or maybe we should revert to this thing of limiting the number of people in the churches.
Well,
if that's what we want.
I think that, look, it's as simple as that. And I'm going to make the call. We're doing it this morning. Look, if you're not going to abide by it, we also call and say, listen, maybe we should limit the numbers now.
Yes, and then people will pay the same fare. We're not increasing it.
Exactly, so because it doesn't make any any sense.
Let's do
that
right
drivers
thing,
are not wearing masks. They don't insist that anybody in the trotro should wear masks. And trottros are just moving around. I see them, hundreds of them over this weekend. I've been looking at every trotro I go past. They are not wearing masks.
And I was having a conversation with somebody, and then she says, "Oh, as for me, I just won't take trotro." What about the people who can't afford not to take trotro?
Exactly.
For some people, that is their mainstay.
Yes.
So please, let's just be serious for once.
Yes.
We've made a lot of gains, and I think Ghanaians in general, from top to bottom, we've done well with this thing. But let's stop it. I was at the hair salon yesterday, and then a gentleman comes in and is arguing with the lady because she says she won't allow him to enter without a mask. Now she says, if you don't have a mask, we have some here, you can buy.
Yes.
And then he says, why aren't they giving it out for free? Are you serious?
Wow.
Let's take responsibility for ourselves and for our communities. Let's wear the mask until December 14th. Let's see what happens. Hopefully this thing would have died considerably, and then we have a good Christmas. Because I know people want to chill during Christmas.
Yeah, no, I mean,
but that's not going to happen if you don't wear your mask.
No, I saw on Twitter a couple of minutes ago, the president's comment that we should wear masks for the next 3 months, and then somebody says, well, that shows that he's out of touch with reality. And I'm just thinking to myself,
really?
Who is this and what is he saying? Why is he saying what he's saying?
Really?
So your reality is that there's no more COVID-19. Go and ask the people that have had a resurgence. People in New Zealand, they went down to zero.
People are going back on lockdown.
They were zero for 100 days.
Yeah.
And then they've come back to lockdown.
Yeah.
Let's not joke with this thing. It's not a joke, okay? It's not a joke. Let's just stop kidding ourselves here. This is a serious thing, and if we do the right things for long enough, we'll be out of the woods. If we joke with it, we are the ones who are going to face the consequences. Already, almost 300 people have lost their lives as a result of this. We don't want this thing to get out of hand.
And probably because some of you weren't wearing the mask.
Of course, of course.
Well, we're going to take a break.
Yeah.
And there's so much happening this morning. And when we come back, we get into some of those things.
Yes.
Right? So let's go for a break, and we'll be right back.
Pepsodent introduces charcoal and lemon essence. The unique combination of natural essences whitens teeth naturally for you and family, because every smile matters.
There is no promise we cannot keep. There is no commitment we cannot honor. There is no delivery we cannot guarantee. There is only one: Bethel Logistics Company Limited, a licensed international freight forwarding and clearing agent, a trusted global brand with an extensive network for the movement of air freight and ocean freight worldwide. We are the trusted name for road freight into Western and Northern Africa. We are fully accredited by Ghana Customs and Excise. We cater for all your freight forwarding, customs clearing and forwarding, cross trades, inland transportation, internal cargo tracking systems, customer freight costing and consultancy, cold chain logistics management, logistics and warehousing, quality inspection, and much more. In Accra, Tema, and Takrady, we are always available to ensure easy movement of cargo countrywide. Call us on 0204 528 900 or 0244 707 859. Email info@bethellogistics.com. Locate us in Accra at North Ridge, adjacent Accra Girls High School, or in Tema at Community 4, or in Takrady on the second floor of the GCB building. Website bethellogistics.com. Bethlog, experts in shipping logistics.
That's kind of cynical. I mean, because I'm not sure that all that we have done have necessarily been to the benefit of middle class or wealthy people. So we will get to that.
Tune in to The Point of View this and every Monday and Wednesday at 9 p.m. as I, Bernard Avile, get the right guests, ask them relevant questions, on issues that matter to you?
When MBB came, because they were not putting money in the sinking fund.
They were not putting money in the sinking fund.
Yes.
That's why this curve is going up.
The money was going to the sinking fund, but it was not being applied to debt.
I think that there's a lot of apocryphal conspiracy theories around. And it's not different from 5G causes coronavirus, COVID-19 and things like that. So there's been this long-term held belief that somehow there are some people that have planned that they will bust hundreds of thousands of people to come and change Ghanaian electoral outcome. There is no evidence for it. There is absolutely no evidence for it.
I am saying that we have very professional herbalists in this country whose capacity I know because I've tried it. But also there are quack ones within them. And the earlier we weed them out, the better for us.
Remember, The Point of View is live every Monday and Wednesday at 9 p.m. only on Citi TV.
The Point of View is powered by Airtel Tigo. Have you heard that Airtel Tigo calls from 5 a.m. to 10 a.m. and Airtel Tigo money transfers are now free on new SIMs? Now you know. Airtel Tigo. Life is simple. And Lydia Contraceptive. With Lydia, you truly decide.
There are those with untold stories, unraveled feats, life-changing stories, and lasting legacies. They tell their stories themselves on footprints.
I didn't hear, let him go. I heard, come and take him. They took me to another room. There was this muscle man with the cane ready. Ugwame 12 canes. Pa! Then I told myself I won't yield. So I kept my teeth together. Pow, pow. I mean, heavy canes.
Lecturer at KNUST.
Lecturer, very popular lecturer, based in KNUST, being whipped by heart by a soldier who, you know.
Be inspired by their hard work and resilience that led to their outstanding achievements as we trace their footsteps through time.
But I was able to set a record at Apollo.
Wow.
Because Apollo is a place that, you know, it's not only one act.
Yeah, of course.
So when you perform one song, you need to leave for the next act to come. I was able to do 2 songs at a go.
Wow.
Because when I was performing, all of a sudden, about 3 African-American girls, they jump on the stage, started to do my songwriting thing with me. Then the whole, hey, everybody, hey. Then when we finished the music, then I said, do you want more? They said, yeah. Then I looked at the face of the promoter. He couldn't do nothing. He said, okay, go ahead. You know, then I put in the Sumgodu, because my first what I did was this song that you hear at Brent. That's what I did. After that, I put in the Sumgodu. Man.
So join me, Samuel Atamensa, and my guests every Saturday at 9 a.m. and Sundays at 4 p.m. for Footprints, only on Citi TV.
Footprint is sponsored by Bethel Logistics Company Limited, experts in shipping logistics.
Welcome back. You're still watching Breakfast Daily on Citi TV. My name is Apiorkor, and do remember to stay interactive with us. Use the hashtag Breakfast Daily across all social media platforms and send us WhatsApp messages. But remember to prefix the number with +233 if you're texting from outside of Ghana. And of course, we're live on DSTV channel 363 and GoTV channel 182. So up next, I'm going to have a conversation with some amazing people. Have you heard of the Black Star International Film Festival? If you haven't, I don't know where you've been for the last 5 or 6 years. You've been lost, clearly, or just not in tune with what's going on. But I have some amazing people here, and they're going to be telling us about this year's festival and how we're doing it COVID style. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so I have Philippa Bentuma Arthur, who is the festival director. Yes. I have Francis Ajay, who is a festival producer. And then I have Gifty Sewa Bonsu, who is a filmmaker. And you're representing Heroes of Africa, which is one of the nominated films. Okay, welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
How are we doing?
Very
good. Okay, so I remember when the Black Star International Film Festival was first announced. It was somewhere in 2015, and your founder, Julieta Asante, said, look, I have this crazy idea to do this non-profit film festival. And we spoke about it, and now in 2020. So let's just talk about it. First edition was in 2015?
Yes.
No,
okay.
2016.
2016,
yes,
so it started
that
in
was
2016.
But
okay.
It was established in 2015.
In 2015.
The
so
first edition
okay,
was
so let's talk. So this is number what?
5.
Number 5.
Yes.
What has the journey been like?
It has been rough and smooth. Let me put it that way. Yes. As a non-for-profit organization, we've been through a number of challenges.
Okay.
And I think we've come too far, but all things so far so good.
Okay.
Things are okay
Growing
for us.
stronger.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
So I want us to backtrack a little. Let's talk about the importance of a film festival, because it's not something that we typically do in our part of the world.
Sure.
You know, you hear about Sundance, you hear about Berlinale, but a lot of people don't appreciate what a film festival is. So I don't know if you want to take that, Bentama.
It's amazing that this topic is coming up, or this subject, because one of the things panel sessions we are having this year is about why film festivals matter. Because we realize that especially in our part of the world, Ghana and Africa, people have not opened their eyes to see the benefits of film festivals. Film festivals give you opportunities for distribution. If nobody has seen your film, if you enter your film into a film festival, you have a huge chance of distribution. Also, it serves as a platform for networking with other filmmakers, hold relevant conversations about the film industry and how to promote the industry. We also have film festivals are platforms where the status quo changes, or in terms of filmmaking, because in terms of the conversations had, like we are going to have varying discussions related to film. Okay. It provides a platform for that. And it also provides a platform for growth as a filmmaker, because then you have experienced jury members judging your films, and then they give you good feedback that, no, this wasn't good, do this right next time. So you increase, you expand, you grow as a filmmaker. And that's what I would say we are lagging as people in this country. We don't have opportunities for people to tell us what we are doing wrong or what we are doing right. So film festivals are really important, and we are proud as Black Star International Film Festival to have still been existing for 5 years.
It's amazing.
Yes,
okay, so let's talk about film submissions. How does that work? And I want you to break it down as clearly as you can, because again, a lot of people still don't understand what all this is about. You know, what does it mean to submit a film? What kinds of films are you looking for, and how does that work?
Okay, so for Black Star International Film Festival, we have 8 categories that we have. We have Best Feature Film, Best Students Film, Best Women in Film. We have Africa Rising. So based on these categories, we ask for submissions. So we tell people that if you have a film that promotes Africa, a film that is Afrocentric, submit that into the Africa Rising category. This year we had a category for Ghanaians, which we termed as Auditia category. That is the Outstanding Filmmaker in Ghana category. So we have So this year, interestingly, a lot of Ghanaian films submitted, because over the years we've not had Ghanaian films submitting, but this year a lot of Ghanaian films submitted. So the submission process is we announce our submission dates. You submit onto Film Freeway, which is one of the platforms where we receive submissions, and then a jury of experienced people in filmmaking, about 5 of them, go through the process of judging all the films. This year we had over 300 submissions, and they had to watch every single film and then select the 20. And amazingly, this year a lot of Ghanaian films made it, and that should tell you that there's quality in film. Yeah, there's quality here, just that you need to avail the quality to quality people.
Right.
Yes.
Who can recognize it.
Yes, who can
right?
recognize it.
But that brings me to my next question. And again, as simply put as you can, what makes a quality film? So a lot of people get up now, there's a lot of mobile phone technology. I see people filming things. Is it every film that is a film? That's what I want to find out. What makes a quality film? What are some of the things that the juries would be looking out for?
Okay, I think I have to come in here. When we talk about quality films, I would say looking at the technical aspect, the quality of the camera, as in the sound, the director's angle, where the script itself is coming from, the story itself, makes it quality movie.
Yes.
Exactly. When we talk about quality movie, is not that, the director is not knowing what he is doing. The crew members don't know what they are doing. Yes, the outcome of the movie makes it quality. The picture quality, the shots, the story itself, and then the location itself. How an artist, the director will direct the artist, that makes it a quality movie.
Okay. And interestingly, that's what we look out for, the jury members.
I like the way Gifty speaks about it with passion.
Exactly.
And there are things that we hear, motion pictures, feature-length films, short films. What are the differences?
Okay, talking of the feature films is just like Tetekwashi.
Okay.
Heroes of Africa.
Exactly, Heroes of Africa.
2 hours.
Exactly, like a long film.
Okay.
Talking of the series, that is the short episodes and all that.
Short films, approximately 15 minutes. 10 to 15.
I've seen some that are even 5 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Still qualified as short.
That's very interesting. Okay, so now let's talk about the Ghanaian films that have made it through this year. Benson, I've mentioned that so many Ghanaian films have made it through, and that's very inspiring. But what are some of the films that have made it through?
So yes, we have Heroes of Africa. Yeah. We have Sir Said Zadok. And we have The First Christian. We have Beneath the Surface.
Beneath the Surface.
Beneath the Surface. Yes, basically, I think we have six of them that made
out
it out of the 20.
Yes. Well, that's a lot.
That's a lot, yes.
Yeah.
Considering, so it's six of them actually, and this is the first time actually. This is the first time like we've had. Over the years, we've had people say you're a film festival in Ghana, you don't get film submissions from Ghana.
Yeah, but if the films are not meeting the criteria, we can't just select them for selecting.
Yes,
that's not how
exactly. That's not how we do things.
And now this year, God being so good, we have Heroes of Africa. That is the Tetekwashi movie. Talks about our heroes. Ghana, we have
a lot of
heroes
and heroines.
But yes. But Ghana, we don't normally shoot let's say heroes, as in our heroes. We don't really showcase what they have done, and we don't really. Our legends, we don't really talk about them when it comes to movies. We don't really write about them. The script writers don't. But this one, Heroes of Africa, we are talking about a hero, somebody who has brought our economy, who has raised the standard of the world's economy. you know, including, Ghana, Tetekwashi.
Through cocoa, of course.
Exactly, the Amarando. Yes,
yeah.
and this one talks about how Tetekwashi brought the Amarando seed, that's what we call the cocoa seed. How, I mean, he struggled to bring it to Ghana, and now it has affected the whole world, our economy, and I mean, his birth, how he struggled. When, you know, normally when we are talking about Tetekwashi, we don't really talk about how he struggled.
No. We just say, he brought cocoa to Ghana. And
we don't really narrate, I mean, how he struggled to bring the Amarando seed to Ghana, how, I mean, he suffered in his birth till the time that he was able to become a legend. But this one, it tells us, I mean, how Tetekwashi was given birth to, how the parents suffered, and how he was able to go to Fernando Po, to even the Fernando Po Day. I mean, it's a must-watch movie.
Yeah, I've heard about it. Okay. But I mean, I'm planning to catch it at the festival. Yeah. You know, so once I heard that it was going to be at the festival, I said, no, this would be a great opportunity to see it. And well done, Gifty.
Thank you.
Well done, because I know it takes a lot of money and a lot of artistry.
Yes.
And then also a lot of convincing for collaboration to produce a movie like this.
Exactly. And I'm not taking this, I mean, alone.
No, of course, you have a team.
Yes, my producer is there. I mean, my director, in which I'm sitting in for him, Frank Fifi Gabin, and my producer, Matilda Asari. I mean, all the crew, the cast. It was amazing. The set alone, I mean, we agreed to disagree. And yes, it wasn't an easy production that we did, but God being so good, we were able to come out with a quality movie, as you said. Yes, I mean, so Ghanaians should watch out for Tetekwashi. Yes, Heroes of Africa.
We will, yes. we will. So is it a series?
No, it's a movie,
it's a
full movie. A full movie. I mean, we are about premiering it.
Okay.
Yes. And people should watch out for the premiering dates. You can't miss this.
We'll look out for that. So Ghanaians, look out for Tetekwashi, Heroes of Africa. It sounds like a brilliant movie, and it's something that every Ghanaian, and especially younger Ghanaians, should watch, so that we can understand how we got to this point where we're calling ourselves a cocoa producing country. Yes, and cocoa exporting country. Now, I'll come back to the two of you. Let's talk about the award categories. Okay. What are some of the award categories at the festival?
Yes, like she mentioned earlier on, we are awarding 8 amazing filmmakers across the globe. So we have, like she has already mentioned them, but I will also go back to them. We have the new born baby, the Audition Award.
Yes, which we are taking. Heroes of Africa.
I can't tell on that one. we have Best Documentary, Best Animated Film, Best Student. We have best featured film as well. So people should, and the women in film as well. That category too. I think I'm biased though, but I can't do anything about that because we don't have men
we don't
in
have
film.
A lot of women in film.
Women in film, but I mean,
oh yes, it's supposed to be. Looking at me as a script supervisor, woman in filmmaking.
It's a big deal.
It's a big deal.
It's a big
deal.
You
know, leaving your family at home. I mean, being on set.
It's a big deal.
For like a month, and you have to give it that.
It's a big deal.
Yes. And all of this also come with a cash prize award that will be given to all the filmmakers that will take this awards.
Okay, sounds brilliant. And I mean, it's always great to see people awarding art. Because again, it's not something that happens very often or as often as it should in our part of the world. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
And then the filmmakers who are not getting awards, what are some of the benefits that they are getting? I know you have a lot of things going on throughout the festival. What are some of the benefits and, you know, should I say, I mean, the benefits basically that they'll get, even though they are not winning awards per se, some of the incentives.
So what we're doing for every film that's submitted is that we are giving them distribution opportunities. I think that for a filmmaker, what you desire most, aside from funding for your film, is now I've made the film, who would help?
If nobody sees it, you don't make money, right?
So then we are showing, we have distributors we've worked with over the years.
Okay.
So we are showing their films to distributors.
Okay.
And we have a platform that we are creating for such. So it's a huge opportunity. Unfortunately, we couldn't meet on grounds to do the networking bits of it and all that. So everything is happening virtually. Okay. So it's distribution that we are giving to those who do not.
Okay. So I know the festival is virtual this year.
Yes.
So tell us about that. There's some master classes.
Yes.
Okay. So let's start with the master classes.
Yes. So on the 25th of September, which is Friday.
Okay.
We have
this Friday.
Yeah, this Friday. We have a master class with Betty Salty Johnson.
Okay.
She is the Vice President of Content Distribution for Trace. So this master class is happening at 3 p.m.
Okay.
And to be able to be a part of it, you just need to log on to our website, www.psiff.org.
So viewers, we have the flyer on the screen. So if you're interested in this, navigating content distribution in Africa, the way forward for filmmakers, very important.
Yes.
If you make a film and no one can watch it, then there's no point in making the film. So let's take a look at that. Is it free?
Yes, absolutely free. You just need to register and then be a part of it. It's absolutely free.
Okay. Absolutely. Is this the only masterclass or there are others?
No. So we have a second masterclass with Robbie Reed, who is the Vice President of Talent and Casting Black Entertainment Television.
BET.
She's
That's huge.
Yes, she's worked with Spike Lee and has a lot of productions to her credit.
Okay.
So she's teaching acting, building a career, a brand, and then
passing an audition and building a brand, which is very important because I know a lot of Ghanaian actors try to get into Hollywood and a lot of the other film spaces across the world, but they struggle with passing the audition stage.
Thank you.
So that would be a big one to watch. Are there any others for the master classes?
No. So we have 2 master classes.
So 2 master classes
and 3 panel sessions.
Okay. So what are the panel sessions?
So we have a panel session on music in film, which we feel is one subject that people don't talk about, but very relevant. So we are looking at music and sound in film. So who are those who score films? What are the synergies that we can create or develop out of that? So we are discussing the relevance of music in film, the process and the challenges.
Okay.
So that's it. It's showing on the 25th of September at 5 p.m.
So that's again on Friday?
Yes, on Friday, 5 p.m.
So viewers, it's on the screen, Friday, 5 p.m., talking about music and film.
Yes.
And there are 2 other panel discussions?
Yes, so we have another panel discussion on Saturday, the 26th of September, talking about African filmmakers' guide to collaborating and working together.
That is a big one.
Yes.
Because naturally, we don't collaborate in Africa. Everybody wants to take the money for themselves. They think that when you collaborate, you have to share the money with everybody else. So that's a big one. Collaborations.
Yes. Okay. And the last one is Why Film Festivals Matter.
Okay.
Which is on Sunday at 3 p.m.
Okay.
Why Film Festivals
Matter. So the first panel session is on Friday.
Yes.
Next one is on Saturday. And then the last one is on Sunday.
Yes.
And then the master classes
Friday,
Saturday. Okay.
Yes.
And what else is happening?
So we have we also have the Black Star music concerts that we do usually on grounds.
Yes.
This year we are doing it virtually, and we believe in the way we believe in building filmmakers. We believe in building musicians.
Yes, because filmmakers work with musicians.
Right? Exactly. So we are bridging that gap with the Black Star music concert. Okay. So this year we have Rhea Boss, we have Boyd, we have Asi. Oh gosh, they are amazing. We have Asi, we have Saint Beryl and Tolu Dadi. And these people are amazing. Our rehearsals have always been fire, and I just can't wait for people to watch them. We are going to showcase them every day within the festival from 7 p.m.
Okay.
So on day 1, Boyd performs. Day 2, Beryl, Asi. Day 3, Rhea Boss and Tolu Dadi.
Okay.
So we are doing that throughout the festival.
Okay.
Yes, so basically the master classes, the panel sessions, the film screenings, which are happening 24/7. Right. This year we are having, you can watch anytime on our website the films. All you need to pay, you need to do is pay 20 CDs to have access to all the films.
Okay, so how do you pay?
Yes, so you go onto www.bsiff.org. You click on films. You see films. You click on films. It takes you to the page where you see the film posters, and then you see pay to watch. So you just click on pay to watch, and then it will take you to another page where you need to either a card or through your mobile money.
Oh, so you can do mobile money?
Yes, you can.
You guys are thinking. You're thinking. Okay, so you can use your card or mobile money to pay.
To pay.
So it's www.bsiff.org.
Yes.
Okay. And then you go there and then you can stream the films.
Yes, you just sign up and then just stream the films.
Okay, so is it 20 cedis per film?
No,
or
for the entire.
Oh.
So you can watch it any day. When you pay 20 cedis and you get your login details, you can log in anytime from 24th to 27th to watch any of the films.
That is wonderful. Okay, so let's just wrap up. We have a trailer from you, but very quickly before we watch that and end this beautifully, how do people get involved? Let's just run through the details one more time.
Okay. So we are starting, the opening ceremony is on the 24th, which is just this Thursday. It's happening virtually. So it's streaming on our website and it's streaming on our social media platforms, Black Star International Film Festival. So we're just inviting everyone to participate with the opening virtually on Thursday. And then Friday, where the master classes and panel session starts, we invite you to sign up on the website. Everything is happening basically on our website. So you just need to go and sign up, and then all the details, the Zoom details and everything that you need to be a part of the festival will be sent to you. But a day before would give out the details so that if anybody wants to catch it, they catch it. So everything is happening on the website. So just go to www.bsiff.org and just be a part of it. So that's how you can participate. Yes, please.
Thank you so much, Bentuma. And Bentuma, Arthur, should I add Philippa to it?
I prefer not to add it.
So, Bentuma Arthur, she's a festival director for the Black Star International Film Festival. Francis Ajay, he's a festival producer again for the Black Star International Film Festival. And Gifty Sewa Bonsu, she's a filmmaker and she's here representing Heroes of Africa, one of the films that has been nominated for this year's Black Star International Film Festival. So again, go to www.bsiff.org and look for all the information there and understand what film festivals are about and get involved and support our filmmakers home and abroad. We have a trailer from BSIFF, so we'll take a look at that and then the show continues.
I want to take a voyage to Fernando Po. Fernando Po?
So, how does it feel knowing you're about to die?
Why are you doing this to us?
Mama.
Zombies every time.
Happy birthday to you.
The world is impossible without time. Time is endless motion. Make time work for you. Bet Planet. Time to bet.
right, welcome back from that break. And today, as we said earlier on, is 21st of September. And 21st of September, we know, is Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Day. Today is the day that we choose to remember him. Now, it's also National Volunteers Day. Now, I have two wonderful people here. I'm going to have a long conversation with them about all of this, you know, how did National Volunteer Day come about and so on and so forth. Well, I have been joined by Martin Bruce, who is the co-founder of an organization called Young at Heart, and also Mildred Agnes Adiaba. She is a resource lead for Bar Camp Accra. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning, David. Fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. All right, so this National Volunteer Day, what's that all about, first of all?
Okay, so National Volunteers Day was started in 2013 by Ghana Think Foundation's Ghana Volunteer Program.
Okay.
So it's basically about making volunteerism attractive in Ghana, getting more people to volunteer their time, their resources, their skills, their talents for worthy causes. So that's what basically National Volunteers Day is about. So we chose 21st September because Kwame Nkrumah was a selfless leader. Kwame Nkrumah was a passionate leader, and he did a lot for the country. So basically, we are trying to emulate Kwame Nkrumah by being passionate about volunteerism, by giving up our time, our resources to help others without thinking about the monetary gains, but rather the skills, the experiences that we'll get from the volunteerism.
Now, why? Okay, so I guess that answers the question why you tied it into this day.
Yes,
in particular. Okay. Now, how long has this been in existence for?
So it was started in 2013. So that's the 7th year.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So each year we use the hashtag National Volunteer Day, and then the particular year. So this year is National Volunteer Day 2020. NV Day, hashtag NV Day 2020. Yes. So basically we try to get people to know about different volunteer activities that are going on throughout the country. So in any part of the country you are in, there might be a volunteer activity close to you. If not, you can just start one. And then GVP will help you publicize it, like will help you get more resource persons if it's volunteers you need. When they publish it on the websites and then on social media, more people get to know about it. So you get people joining you to help you out at whatever cost it is.
Okay, now, from where I sit, I tend to find that a lot of people have become very focused on personal gain and personal benefit, you know. So if somebody comes to help you to change your car tire or helps you to get your car out of the ditch, they're expecting you to pay something, to give them something. How are we going to do this volunteering thing if people's minds are like that?
I think it depends on how we look at the benefits.
Okay.
Yes, as you said, it's true. We have a very transactional relationship when it comes to our lives. So I do something for I expect money back. But then applying that same transactional principle, if you look at it as what benefit do I get outside money?
Okay.
Money will be in your pocket today, you probably spend or get finished, but what other benefits do you get? Then we start to shape people's minds, because through volunteering, personally, it builds your character. It helps you develop your person, develop your soft skills, because you teach someone something and you get to learn more by teaching the person. You help someone do something and probably build a networking skill.
Let me be a little bit cynical here.
Yeah.
Somebody will ask, but is it character that will chop?
Actually, it is character that will chop.
Okay,
because,
explain. I want to hear
Typical
this.
example.
Okay.
Just this morning, because of National Volunteer Day, we are sitting with David.
Okay.
I don't know what next I'm going to get from David. David may like the interview. He'll take interest in the course, probably purchase the cement. The next thing you know, Citi TV is backing my project. How did that happen? He didn't give me money today, but that backing project is going to give me the money in future. You get to meet someone on a volunteer program, that person is probably your connection, because we love connections a lot. That person is your connection to the next step that you want to go. Someone is looking for someone who knows how to, they come to a volunteer event, they notice your coordination skills, they notice your organizational skills, they notice how you take initiative in making sure the program runs smoothly. The next minute, give me a call, I have a job for you. So once we start shifting the conversation from how much am I being paid, how much do I get today, and start looking at it, how does it benefit me in the long term, then we'll gradually start shifting people's minds to start volunteering a bit more.
Okay. Well, I'm getting convinced. All right, so what are some of the activities that you've done over the years? We'll talk about what you're going to do this year, but let's talk about some of the activities you've done over the years.
So there are lots of blood donation exercises that take place today, all over, like on National Volunteers Day across the country. So over the years, a lot of people have donated blood on NV Day. There are lots of donation exercises, so people donating to orphanages, schools. There's even been an NV Day activity where they built a playground for La Okantanan school. Yeah, there have been NV Day activities where we've painted Epicenter Special School. We had a reading clinic with the kids at the Osu orphanage. There have been lots of painting, pedestrian crossing, painting buildings, reading clinics, book donations. So there are lots of volunteer activities that go on, because you can just, it could be just two people doing something and then that's it. So it doesn't really take much to volunteer. So there have been a whole lot of volunteer activities that have gotten done over the years.
Okay. What are some of the highlights for this year's event?
So this year's event, the Leo Club, I think Leo Club is doing a donation exercise at the Accra Psychiatric Hospital today. And then there are a lot of blood donations all over the country. So if you're in Tema, there's a blood donation close to you. If you're in Accra, there's a blood donation close to you. If you're in Tamale, there's a blood donation close to you. So all you need to do is check out hashtag NVDay 2020 to know exactly where it is, so you can just donate a blood and then save a life.
Wow. Okay. So I understand that there's also a program that is running where you're matching people with different activities and so on. Tell us a little bit about how that works.
Okay, so that's the Ghana Volunteer Program. So with the Ghana Volunteer Program, when you sign up to be a volunteer, they notify you when there are any volunteer activities that they think you might be interested in. So you sign up, they have your details, they get any volunteer activity published, then they just send you a mail so that if you are interested in volunteering, then you just go ahead and then pick it up. So basically, you are trying to make volunteering as attractive as possible. As Martin said, when you're inviting people to volunteer, they keep asking you, how much will I be paid? Will I get a certificate at the end of the day? So we are trying to make it attractive enough that people don't think about the monetary gains or the certificates they are getting, but think about the network they are building, the soft skills they are going to get, and then all the experiences. The fun. Volunteering is fun. Like, it's so much fun. The more you volunteer, the more passionate you get about it. So we just want people to find volunteering as fun and as worthwhile as we find it.
So, okay, how did you get into it?
So my elder sister, I don't know, she just can't sit still. She's always roaming up and down. So that's how she got into volunteering. And then because we were very close to her, she ended up pulling us along. And then I found that, okay, so it's pretty rewarding and then interesting. So I also picked it up. And yeah, so I'm in different volunteering groups.
Okay.
So I volunteer for different.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
So you're almost doing volunteering as a career.
Yes.
Interesting. Now, you said you found it very rewarding. How much money have you made from volunteering?
Oh, funny enough, just this year, Young at Heart started an Anansi at Home project. Through volunteering, I was made a model creator. Even though I was volunteering, I was still paid.
Okay.
So just this year, during this whole COVID where students like me were in the house thinking about how we're going to get money. I got paid for working. And it was a volunteer
so
work.
Volunteer pay.
Yes, it pays when you build that wide network. So the more you volunteer, the more you widen your network, the more people get to know you. You get money.
I see. Interesting. I still have this challenge with the way our mindset construct is at the moment. Because even for school children, as young as JHS level, when you go into communities, I mean, I remember once I was in Tema, we were doing a cleanup at the beach, and there were, you know, young kids, definitely JHS level or below. And I was there to photograph the event, okay. The kids asked me, how much will you give us? What are some of the practical ways we can help change this construct so that we become more patriotic and more volunteering as a people?
David, it's a long road. We have a long road, but it's a hopeful one. So at Young at Heart, our program primarily uses tertiary students who go to these underserved communities and rural communities to volunteer in the schools. And we know that children learn a lot by what they see rather than what they hear. So at first point, when they are in their school and they realize that we don't have the resources, here it's someone in KNUST, in University of Ghana, in UCC or whatnot, who is sparing their time and bringing their laptop to come and teach us in our school when we haven't paid anything. That first point starts changing the mindset that maybe I can do something to help another person. Maybe I may think I'm in probably a horrible situation, but someone may have it worse than I do, and it's time to help that person. One of the programs we run sometime last year, we had JHS graduates who had finished their BEC go back to their school, join us to teach the students.
Wow.
At that moment, those students who were then going to their final year started thinking, oh, after school I want to do this. After school I also want to come back and help. So it's a long road, but gradually as we start reaching out to children, as we start reaching out to people, they start changing their mindset and stop thinking about how much are you going to pay me now, to start thinking about what do I do to help. Sometimes people think you need a lot to volunteer. Sometimes they think, I haven't had any meal this morning. My school is not that good a school, or I'm not in the best of positions when it comes to life. That's why at Young at Heart we are particularly excited about the Ghana Volunteer Program, the National Volunteer Day, because that is also changing the second barrier, which is about people thinking, what do I have to give? To make volunteering seem as simple as painting the zebra crossing in front of your street, or desilting the gutter, or going to a school to teach them, or even catching one child in your community and helping them read a storybook, or helping them navigate the computer. These simple things, once children see that David helped me do this, and I didn't pay him to do it. So next time if I'm going to help Agnes do the same thing, then it's common sense that I don't demand money from Agnes to do that.
Okay, so what are some of the typical volunteer groups and their activities? I know you talked about blood donations. There are things like cleanups, beach cleanup, and so on. So take us through what are we seeing on the screen here? I think there's some pictures of volunteers.
Yeah, so like these are past volunteers and then different volunteer activities over the years.
Okay.
So that's the Ghana Volunteer Program shirts that Ato was wearing.
Okay.
Yeah, so this was recently done.
Yeah.
This was a donation by the Accra Connect group.
Okay.
So they donated walkie-talkies to the University of Ghana Medical Center.
Okay.
During this COVID
period.
Yes.
Oh, wow, I see.
Yeah.
So it can be anything from something maybe personal, like donating blood, to even, I mean, I was seeing that you said you went to the Ghana Medical Center and you're going to donate walkie-talkies.
Yeah, so we asked them what they needed, and they said they needed walkie-talkies. So we raised the funds, and then we got the walkie-talkies for them.
If you when it comes to fundraising, do you find that you have to deal with the challenges of suspicion and skepticism?
So those funds, we raise them internally.
Okay.
Among the Accra Connect. So each time you attend a bar camp, we create a WhatsApp group. So it's like a community of volunteers.
Okay.
So we raise the funds from that group. So it wasn't really a challenge because they are all passionate about
like-minded people.
Yeah, they all have the same mindset. They are all passionate about volunteering. So it was a bit easier to get the money. So normally, when we are to not make the volunteering seem so hectic and then difficult, we try as much as possible to do like the simple things that don't really need a lot of money. Even if it needs money, the volunteers themselves give up their money, their time to get the volunteer activity done. Because if we have to try and get funding from outside, it sometimes gets a bit difficult. So looking for things that don't really need a lot of money makes it a bit easier for people to find volunteering attractive.
Yeah, yeah. All right, any final thoughts, final words, today's activities?
Yeah, so for at Young at Heart, we've been part of the Ghana volunteer program over the last 6 years. And for the previous 5 years, we've been organizing ICT clinics for under-resourced communities. The volunteers take their laptops to these communities and teach the students practical computing.
Okay.
Because we realized early on that students were stuck to only theory when it comes to ICT education, they're getting the practical experience. This year, because schools have been closed due to COVID, we are organizing a virtual Volu conference. So this Volu conference is bringing all our volunteers across our 5 volunteer bases, Accra, Kumasi, Koforidua, Takoradi, Cape Coast, Tamale, and whatnot, to Zoom to discuss how we can be vibrant, versatile volunteers. So you could actually join on and realize some of the very simple ways you can contribute to your community, some of the very simple ways can help one another. And hopefully this discussion will move the volunteering from the stage it is now to the next stage.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much for joining us this morning. I think it's been a very good conversation that we've had. And hopefully a lot of people would have been bitten by the bug, if I can put it that way, you know, and feel a little more excited about volunteering and giving up of their time for the benefit of other people. Thank you very much to you, Martin Bruce, and to you as well, Mildred.
Thank you.
All right, so I've been speaking to this wonderful lady and gentleman, and there's more to come, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Close-up deep action with antibacterial mouthwash formula and deep cleaning gel. Close-up deep action. Enjoy long-lasting fresh breath.
I got some money, but I ain't giving it to you. I got some money, but I ain't giving it to you. Ora tachelete, mata ora tachelete.
There is nothing as hard as a diamond. For buildings with superior strength that withstand all weather conditions, Diamond Cement should be your preferred choice. Locate Diamond Cement nationwide with factories in Aflao, Takoradi and Bupe. Diamond Cement, as hard as a diamond.
That's kind of cynical. I mean, because I'm not sure that all that we have done have necessarily been to the benefit of middle class or wealthy people. So we will get to that.
Tune in to The Point of View this and every Monday and Wednesday at 9 p.m. as I, Bernard Avile, get the right guests, ask them relevant questions on issues that matter to you?
When MPP came, because they were not putting money in the sinking fund.
They were not putting money in the sinking fund.
Yes.
That's why this curve is going up.
The money was going to the sinking fund, but it was not being applied to debt.
I think that there's a lot of apocryphal conspiracy theories around. And it's not different from 5G causes coronavirus, COVID-19 and things like that. So there's been this long-term held belief that somehow there are some people that have planned that they will bust hundreds of thousands of people to come and change Ghanaian electoral outcome. There is no evidence for it. There is absolutely no evidence for it.
I am saying that we have very professional herbalists in this country whose capacity I know because I've tried it. But also there are quack ones within them. And the earlier we weed them out, the better for us.
Remember, The Point of View is live every Monday and Wednesday at 9 p.m. only on Citi TV.
The Point of View is powered by Airtel Tigo. Have you heard that Airtel Tigo calls from 5 a.m. to 10 a.m. and Airtel Tigo money transfers are now free on new SIMs? Now you know. Airtel Tigo. Life is simple. And Lydia Contraceptive. With Lydia, you truly decide.
Adachi, nyamagafa dachio. Adachi, nyamagafa dachio. Nenkruma kuche, nyamagafa dachio. Adachi, nyamagafa dachio. Oh, nekwami kuche, nyamagafa dachio. Adachi, ne magafa dachio. Ne nkruma kuche, ne magafa dachio. Ne kwame kuche, ne magafa dachio. Adachi, ne magafa o ayo. Stories were told, books were written by the Obroni, but even the toothless African child knows the light of civilization dawned in Africa. Our works were distorted as worthless as our great-grandparents dangled under the whip of the slave masters. But no longer is this going to be underlined to our skin color, because we know Africa will one day rise again. Ago minyami me Ghana bi. Ago novinya Ghana to. Ago minyanom Ghana fo. Sakyi for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, son of Urangoloma and Irabanyaniba, I agree to this date. 63 years ago, when you were incarcerated for standing up against white and black domination, self-government now was the very few ways on which you were convicted. 63 years on, and I'm a student who hears your dirges and in elegies, and imagine how you wove the beautiful quilt of independence for Ghana. 63 years ago, and I read from a history book when you told a white man, I am not a black man because I was born in Africa, but I am a black man because Africa was born in me. These words caused you to be locked up. When you were liberated, you showed your African stubbornness by fighting and earning the title to lead. 63 years on, and oh, how I want that you are alive to see the soothing smiles on the felicious faces of Ghanaians today. But I know your remains are laid in state and may not start on feet again. 63 years ago, and our country was shaking off the shackles of colonization. One by one from Indeura Jakpa, the red hunters Gonja, through Osei to Ashanti to Ni Takitewi Sakra. Everywhere has taken the white man's oppressions. 63 years on, and your contemporary works are over. Today, their names are written in letters of gold. Sergeant Ajete and Corporal Latipo embrace the gunshot. Philip Beho sang the national anthem. Theodore Sauko sketched the Ghana flag. Oh, and I remember that day when you unbridle your lips and said this word, Ghana. Now the battle has ended. And Ghana, your beloved country, is free forever. So when the cock crows from Davia Joe's kitchen in Hokwe and awaken Aketesia, Yabena, and Nzima, all the gods bleat from the northern region to awaken Avni from Jamestown. We are just awake today to say more Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, for our freedom we strove and strive for. 63 years on, and Nkrumah lives on. Adachiye, nyemagafa adachiyo. Adachiye, nyemagafa adachiyo. Nkrumah kuche, nyemagafa adachiyo. Kwame kuche, nyemagafa adachiyo. Adachiye, nyemagafa. I am the Gongon Bita sent from the Golden Palace of Oduma Nkrumah with circumcised messages to the streets of Ewiase. I am Kels, the poet.
Imagine if you can get all the understanding on some of the difficult subjects you struggle with in school. As a student, do you feel dissatisfied with how hard it is to figure out the subjects you're learning? Or as a parent or guardian, do you worry that your child is struggling to understand some of the subjects in school? Well, now you don't need to sign up for extra lessons or tutors. Simply tune in to Class Act, Mondays to Thursdays at 5:30 p.m. on Citi TV. Class Act is a show that seeks to enable senior high school students gain a much better understanding of what they learn in school. All you need is a TV, a chair, your notebook, and your pen. Get clarity on subjects such as maths, English, IT, and science. Class Act airs every Monday to Thursday at 5:30 p.m. on Citi TV on DSTV channel 363 and GoTV channel 182. Don't forget your pens, pencils, and your notebooks, and tune in to Class Act, only on Citi TV.
Citi TV is live on DSTV. Go to channel 363. On GoTV, access Citi TV on channel 182. On a digital TV, please press the menu button on the remote control and run a new search on your TV. Take note that without an antenna, you cannot access Citi TV on your television. Citi TV can be accessed on a free-to-air digital box like the GoTV and Star Times box. Citi TV, it's your world.
Welcome back. You're still watching Breakfast Daily on Citi TV. My name is Apiorkor, and now it's time for nutrition. And guess what? The segment is proudly brought to you by the Farmers Market Limited. Yes, they're joining us on this segment and also our health segment. So we'll be hearing from them later, and we'll be talking about all the wonderful things that they're doing with fruits, with vegetables, and just basically in the agricultural market of Ghana. But today, for nutrition, as usual, I'm joined by Akosia Kunedu Yadum, our regular nutritionist on the show, and we'll be talking about foods that freshen your breath. Good morning, Akosia.
Good morning, Happy.
How are you doing?
I'm fine, yourself?
Good, I'm very well, thank you. So foods that freshen your breath. Let's get into it. What can nutrition do for your breath? I mean, people are struggling with halitosis. We know that dental hygiene is the best way to keep your breath fresh, but nutrition can affect that as well.
Obviously. Yeah, so just like you said, I always sit here and say that we are everything we are eating. So once something is entering in, it will obviously affect everything that we see. And it's unfortunate we can see how you are breathing, but it speaks a lot. So I can see Apiorkor, see this fair, light-skinned lady, very beautiful, with her natural hair, with everything going on well. So I approach Apiorkor, Apiorkor speaks. And I'm like, what the hell was that? It's like it takes everything away from you, and I can instantly forget about the fact that she had this nice natural hair. I will leave this place thinking that how can this nice lady be smelling that way? Yeah. So it is something we wouldn't see, but it is one of the heaviest things you can have. As in, if I talk to you and what you get is, oh, what was that? It's like, it's I don't know, it's very embarrassing. Right. So it is very important for us to pay attention to it, and it's not just about you seeing a dentist, or it's not only about dentistry. It's much also about what you are putting in. Absolutely. Because we have foods that can help improve on your breath, and there are foods that will make you have that bad breath. So Apiorkor, let me ask you, do you know why men or some people will be taking alcohol and will prefer to have some nuts on the side?
Why? Tell me.
So alcohol is one of the bad foods when it comes to your breath, because it causes dehydration. And once dehydration is happening, as far as your body is concerned, including your mouth is concerned. Now, what happens when we sleep? Happens some way, because once there is dehydration, then it means that there is the prevention of saliva, or your body or your mouth is not able to have that, you are not able to salivate, or saliva production is kind of reduced. And so once saliva production is reduced as a result of the dehydration, being you sleeping and not taking anything, or being you taking alcohol, then it affects your breath.
Okay,
because
so the
bacteria can't. So the nut is a good food for improving on your breath, because it takes away some of the particles that causes bad breath from staining on your teeth. And so it's like I'm clearing that stains that the alcohol will cause as far as my teeth is concerned. So that is why they do it.
That's very interesting. And I know our friends from the farmers market have brought some products that we can try, because I mean,
I'm excited about it, because I was told some of the things they had, and you need to know, so that at least you can be sure that if you're eating ABC, you are improving on your breath.
Exactly.
So yes, I'll be excited to walk through.
But before we go to the foods that are good for your breath, let's look at some of the foods that are bad for your breath.
Okay, so there are some examples, and I don't know if our images are ready, but we have coffee. We have taken so much of certain citric fruits. We have alcohol. I was speaking about alcohol. And if you are not somebody who is constantly keeping your body hydrated, you also have the chances of always making your mouth dry. And once your mouth is dry, you are not able to produce a lot of saliva. When your mouth is producing a lot of saliva, what happens is that your body or your mouth is able to rinse out the bad bacteria that causes your gum to have issues. Example of gum issues, gingivitis. Once gingivitis is in, then you can't run away from it. You smell bad. When you talk, we go like, oosh, what the hell was that?
In that case, you have to see a medical professional.
When that comes in, after some time, if you are trying to do whatever you need to do, like keeping your body hydrated, there are people who are visiting the dentist. That's what you need to do twice a year. So every 6 months, you need to see a dentist. If you are doing all these, if you are taking all the foods, we will be walking through with you by the kindness courtesy of farmers market, and it's like, oh, I am doing everything they are doing, but I speak and people go like, what the hell? You need to see a dentist, because something else, there might be underlying issues which will need serious medical attention. And so go and see your dentist. Whatever needs to be done will be done. All the labs, all the checks will be done, and once you are done, you can come back and seek for nutrition.
Okay. So let's run through again some of the foods that are bad for your breath. We have canned fish. That's one, right?
Example, tuna. Okay, so what I always say that you can run away from it. Most of these canned products come with brine solution because we want to preserve it, we want to do mass production, we want to make our money. So I am always like, in as much as people want to serve convenience, you have a few people thinking about giving you something that will really improve your health. I am in for business, I'm not in for your nutritional well-being. And so if you are fond of taking most of these processed foods and canned fish, an example is canned tuna, then you will obviously affect your breath. Tuna tastes some way, even the natural one. You take it, I don't like it because of the way it tastes afterwards and even how it smells. But there are ways, like nutrition is very interesting. If you make your food colorful, if you are garlic, onion, we'll get there. They are very good, but here it is, they contain high sulfur containing compounds or chemicals. They are very good for our health. Onions, garlic is very good for the heart. But because of these compounds, which is good for our bodies, those compounds also affect how our breath should be. So if you are somebody who is a lover of garlic, onions, and you want them sitting in your salad, there's something you can do to twist it. We'll get there.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so let's talk about some of the other food. Protein in general.
Okay, so for protein, it's like nutrition is tricky. The next day you are like, this is good. The next moment you are like, take it slow. That is why if you've really followed this segment, let's focus on protein. Right. Let's focus on this. We are focusing on the 4-star diet. And that is what the World Health Organization has stamped on. That is what we are using. If you are in the Philippines, if you are in Africa, if you're in Ghana, wherever you find yourself, make sure that after we have done a 24-hour dietary record, that is if we walk through yesterday morning to today, let's say 10 a.m. yesterday to 10 a.m. today, that's 24 hours. Right. If we spread your meals, you are satisfying every protocol. That is even for Ghana. But elsewhere, there are people satisfying protocols at a meal. So breakfast, they satisfied all the protocols. Everything. But for us, cocoa, Hausa cocoa and kose, how do you satisfy the protocols? Because sorghum and millet will fall under the leguminous or the pulses, nuts, and seed categories. If you are doing kose, you are still sitting in because it's beans. Right? But if you are doing something like wheat bread, then you are satisfying the staples. People will know how many people will even add milk or even peanuts or granuts to their Hausa cocoa. So breakfast, the person is satisfying just a protocol. And we are only hoping that this person will do AM snack so that if, let's say, you take an orange, vitamin C, we have berries, oranges, we have some vegetables, cucumber. If you are taking that watermelon, I would say watermelon, we have other melons. Now, farmers market, you can get other melons.
Farmers market has everything.
I'm speaking watermelon because that's what we know. If I just say yellow melon, a lot of people wouldn't know yellow melon as compared to watermelon. If you are taking these banana, they are rich in vitamin C. And vitamin C is very powerful as far as taking care of your oral health is concerned. But the trick is too much of it too can affect your oral health.
So how does that work?
So I always say that an orange a day can supply your need of ascorbic acid for the day. So you don't need to abuse it. I met a client, okay, I take an orange, I take a supplement, and it's like 10 times because you need like 100 milligram and he's taking 1,000 milligram. I was like, hey, do you want to flush out all the corona around you? Because you want to make sure your immune system is there. An orange a day can supply your need of ascorbic acid. So do an orange a day. If you are doing fish and you feel like doing some squeeze of lemon or lime, I don't think you will carry 5 lemons on one fish. Just a little squeeze.
So, okay, so that, I mean, people say, oh, because we hear that ascorbic acid or vitamin C is flushed out every time you urinate because it's a soluble vitamin. People think, oh, you know, I'm going to drink all that I can, eat all that I can, so that if I visit the washroom, at least some will be left in my system.
Having a lot of them in your system, I've spoken about it last year. This segment, November will be 2 years.
Please repeat it for them, eh?
Because I will say it, I will keep saying it. If you abuse it, if you go beyond 1,000, then it means that you are there can be consequences for that, and you can have issues, health issues with that. You should know your body too before you do that. I can sit here and preach everything about vitamin C. I am thinking about my grandmother. I am thinking about somebody with gastric or peptic ulcer, people with ulcers. You need to know your body. The fact that I am
acidic.
Yes, because I'm preaching this doesn't mean that. That's why I always say that it's not too good to listen to people, because here I am telling you vitamin C is good. A person who is not a professional will just give you this information and leave it as such. But I am here telling you that if you have a condition that has to do with your gastric health, like an ulcer, my grandmother cannot take lemon, lime, orange, no matter how good it is, because she is an ulcer patient. Right. So for this person, how do I do it? We mostly dilute her orange. We mostly do something else to it. You can do warm water with lime squeeze in it, and you will still achieve some amount of vitamin C. You don't need just oranges. I've said it. Watermelon contains vitamin C. We have berries. If you can afford strawberries, you can have it. Cucumber, anything that will help you salivate. Most of the vegetables, cucumber, carrot, they are all
so we have that on the
vitamin
screen.
C.
So,
so we
cucumber.
have cucumber. Very, very good for you. It helps. It contains water. It helps you to salivate. It contains vitamin C too, and that will also help you as far as salivating and rinsing bad bacteria from your mouth is concerned.
And then there's water.
Water is powerful. I always say keep your
the
body,
mother of all.
Yes, keep your body hydrated. I can be hungry and I can resort to water, and I will be pushing some sort of, if saliva has water in there, then it means that you keeping your body constantly hydrated. Because I said the reason why we sleep and can wake up with our breath affected is because there wasn't production or active production of saliva. Whose body is working? Who are you talking to when you are asleep? It's the reason why that happens, because you are asleep 8 hours, no water intake.
Okay, so what about other vegetables? Parsley, carrots, celery, those other vegetables that we know and love.
So parsley is well known. Parsley,
so viewers, we have that on the screen.
So parsley is well known for treating bad breath.
And that's one of my favorite spices. I love parsley.
It's a herb.
Cook with it.
Parsley is a herb. It's a herb. It's a spice. It's a condiment. Whatever you want to see it to be, depending on what you are doing with it. So I would say parsley. I am not saying it is said. And I will also say that it's a herb, just like we trust cinnamon. They contain powerful compounds that work on our gum health. Most of the issue sometimes is not your teeth, it's the gum. Yes, so it works on it. So parsley is very good for treating bad breath. If you have bad breath naturally, you can make parsley a part of whatever you are taking, so that your breath can be improved on in a good sense. Don't forget to talk about green tea.
Yes, green tea. So before we get to green tea, but the other vegetables, carrots as well. How do carrots help?
It has, like I said, carrot, cucumber, the berries. Some fruits I spoke about the citric family foods. They are very good. They contain vitamin C, and vitamin C will help as far as rinsing some of these harmful bacteria from our mouth is concerned. So it helps with the hydrogenization. As far as that one is too, it's too technical. I don't know how to break it down, but it's let me say it affects how healthy your breath will be, or your gum health.
Now let's talk about green tea. The holy grail.
Okay, so it contains catechin. It's a powerful antioxidant that affects how our breath will be.
That is amazing.
Catechin, yes, that is the trademark. When we're treating female health, we say ECGC. So there is a reason why you should be taking a product. The fact that I see sometimes peer pressure, office pressure. Hey, Api
is drinking green tea, and her stomach is looking flat.
Api is probably taking the green tea to work on her breath. I am taking the green tea to work on myself as a lady as far as achieving, let's say, a flat tummy is concerned. So you should know why you are taking something, and not because Akosia took it and she's looking a certain way. It's my mom, your mom. We are different, but I'm just saying that it contains catechin as far as this conversation is concerned, and it is a very powerful antioxidant that works on our brain.
Brilliant. So the farmers market has brought us some things. Okay, so let's take a look at them.
Okay. Hey, am I taking this?
I see my parsley here. Okay. And then we have macadamia, right? These are here. We've got hazelnuts.
Nuts are very good.
Yes. We've got sesame seeds.
They are very good.
So for people who don't know sesame seeds, like when you buy so these days the burger bun, some of the breads have the seeds sprinkled on them. Those are sesame seeds.
Very, very healthy.
Sunflower seeds. I grew up eating sunflower seeds.
Are you a DB?
I'm not a DB.
Your mom about with hard labor.
I'm not a DB. But my mom would roast them in the oven, salt them slightly, and then we would eat them. So she just thought as we were younger, because a lot of children were allergic to peanuts and that kind of thing, it was safer for her to monitor while we still had some of the benefits of nuts.
It's amazing. You can always have options. If you can't use sunflower oil, you can use sunflower seeds. Sorry, you can. There are other seeds. Like I said,
lots of them. The flax seeds here. Flax seeds as well.
I love them.
Yeah, and I use them for my hair too.
Hey, Apiorkor.
Oh no, you see, no, so let me just divert a little. So
okay,
so
somebody
you boil
said whatever you put in, ask yourself if you can put out.
On your, yes, exactly. So when you boil them, it actually becomes a nice gel, and you can use it as gel for your hair.
Open a salon. So
I know, right? And then we have here too Brazil nuts. Akosia.
I'm not used to
Akosia,
it.
You look very excited.
I'm not used to it. Oh, no. Like, I preach nuts. Like, I always say that if, thank God, now you can clearly see some of these things. It wasn't so some 5-10 years ago when you talk about, even when you are studying and you see flaxseed, you as a nutrition student, you go around looking for what it is.
The farmers market has made it possible. Pistachios. And then we have here as well.
We have a lot to try.
Almonds.
Excellent. It works for you if you're even lactose intolerant, as in their milk. Almonds are very, very good.
Roasted almonds. So
roasted,
yes. So there are the almonds and then there are the roasted almonds. Yes.
We thank you so much. I know what to tell clients now. You can go and get that.
The parsley that we're talking about is here.
Almighty herb, almighty condiment, almighty spice. Depending on what you are doing with it. Parsley. Very, very good. And then the berries. I spoke about the berries. Yes, so
we've got
they are
here
also very, very, very good.
I think you should join me here and let's open them up.
Okay.
Okay, so I see blueberries, blackberries, and raspberries.
So depending on what you want, I would choose. No, I wouldn't choose. So that people will go, yes, but people will go like, okay, she's choosing this, but do what works best for you. Yep.
Right. So you've got blueberries here, and raspberries, and
strawberries. You're invited to our studios.
Yes.
And then I spoke about oranges. So that's a strict family food. You can do tangerine. You can do lemon. Like I said, if my grandmother, for instance, would want to have a feel of it, I can just do lemon or lime into a glass of warm water for her.
Okay.
And she will still receive her vitamin C in some way, somehow. You will get it direct, but she will still achieve it.
So I know a lot of people are concerned about price. When we talk about healthy living, then Ghanaians start saying, oh yes, but you know, eating healthy is expensive.
In my DMs, then they go like, how much is the consultation? Oh, I'm going to save.
Yes, yes.
But they fall sick and they come and they are willing to pay.
But that's the thing. So if you take care of yourself, you know, and so I will be speaking to the farmers market shortly, I mean, after the segment. And I did say, again, that the Farmers Market Limited is sponsoring the nutrition segment on Breakfast Daily now. And we're very excited to have them. But one of the things that they preach is affordability.
Yeah.
So they go by what they call the 4 A's. And affordability is one of them. So you should be able to afford quality fruits, vegetables, nuts, all the things that we're talking about today, but at an affordable price, right? And I think that's very important. But what are some of I want you to talk to people right now, Kosia, about some of the things that you find are very easy to find, you know, that we've spoken about.
Okay, so sometimes with the clients I meet, it's not about being able to buy, but where to get what is the problem. I've followed some clients to various shopping centers. If I mention their name, I'm giving them bars. Come and pay. And just to help them find certain stuffs. Yes. And you meet people who are very elite and you go like, so you don't know that you can find this and that here. But it's like, we don't know where to find them. Apiorkor Farmers Market.
Yeah,
they are
everything.
here.
I mean,
They are, I think they are on the Spinters Road. They are East Legon.
They're everywhere.
Yeah, so
they're everywhere. They're Laboni as well.
Okay.
Everywhere.
I would say that choose nutrition over the other, because when I meet clients who were recently diagnosed with a condition, I go like, okay, if it is new and you've not been on the medication for, let's say, up to 6 months, let's see what can happen. Some are very smart. As soon as the diagnoses are made, they meet you. And so it's like in a month, I've been diagnosed with this just a month ago, just a week ago, 2 weeks ago. And I'm like, I will do my part for you if you are serious. It's one of the questions I ask, are you serious? Okay. It's not about, can you afford? Because they will be able to afford. But I ask, are you serious? Because I will do my part expecting you to follow something for us to achieve the results we seek to achieve. But you come and people are giving you excuses. So you give yourself 3 to 6 months and you don't have what you need. And you feel that you've done whatever you need to do. If you are serious, I would tell you to choose your health over you having to pay for medications for the rest of your life. Because my grandmother has been diabetic for over 20 years.
And she's living
and she's been living with it. She's even doing so well, but it doesn't prevent us from buying the medication. It's unfortunate she had it before I could even know what nutrition was. So I am just helping to manage some of these things. But now the information is there. Ghana, we didn't used to have nutritionists and dietitians around. Now we are around. So seek for help whilst at it. Don't wait to be sick. You can be me. I've had ladies like me walk into my consulting room or the consulting room and go like, I am here to see you. I want to look healthy. And once a receptionist was like, you, the way you look, why are you here? I was like, don't say that. Because you expect people to be that bad before they seek help. This is something which is really affecting us. A lot of people are overweight, from those taking care of us to those being taken care of. I know those taking care of us, Apiorkor, you understand what I'm saying? Yes, our leaders to the bottom. So we all need to make sure that we are not just listening to this segment, but we are also picking everything we are given to you as a viewer.
So, Akosia, let's wrap this up. So let's, again, run through the foods that can freshen your breath, so that you don't always have to go look for gum to chew or
even the gum.
mint.
Which one are you chewing?
Your
gum,
ones.
if you are taking cinnamon or something with mint in, then you can improve on your breath. So it's not about, hey, Pikera come, or this person come, that person come. What are you even picking? So I've given you one clue for free, no charges. You should pick something with cinnamon or something with mint. We've spoken about parsley. If you have a gum with parsley with mint in there, you can always improve on your breath. Keep your body hydrated. Water, I will start with it, is very key. Some herbs like cinnamon and parsley, they are very good. And then you can take half 250 ml of yogurt. Yogurt is very good because of the probiotics in there. It's also good for your gum and your gum health. Milk products are good, but do it with caution. Coffee, alcohol, very bad because they stain the enamel or the teeth, and it can affect your breath. Nuts are very good. We've showed you a wide range of nuts. You can find them at farmers market. Thank you for coming.
Yes, at the farmers market.
You can choose which one you want. Almonds every day. I will preach almonds, peanuts. They are all good. So vegetables, we spoke about carrots, cucumber. Yes. We spoke about oranges, the citric family foods, orange, lemon. We have some here. Apples, very great. Berries, very excellent if you can afford them. So we have some examples. You've spoken about them. You can later go back, watch the segment.
About watermelon as well.
Watermelon is also very, very good. Also good as far as vitamin C is concerned. So make sure that you are not just eating anything, but whatever you are eating is cutting across 360.
And green tea.
Excellent, because of the catechin I spoke about. So it helps. It's a very powerful antioxidant for or gum health. So don't abuse it. Do it well. Ghana, when you say something is good, you're in trouble.
And I must say that now, I mean, gone are the days when it was so hard to find green tea or when it was so expensive. Now, there are brands that... No, but now there are brands that we know and love where we still drink our normal black tea. Yep. There are certain brands we drink in Ghana. I won't mention names. Otherwise, they have to come and give me money.
Tea.
They have green tea. No, don't mention. They have green. No, they should bring me money first. No, but they have green tea, and the price is just so if you're
like
drinking
the regular yellow bag.
Exactly. So if you're drinking your big cup like this tall, full of milk and full of black tea,
please,
you have no excuse.
Ghana at 50 mark is a cup. We beg you. Stop using your they call bonsia. Stop using them. Use the right measures when it comes to eating. And I've given you the clue. Go and buy a Ghana at 50 mark.
So I mean, obviously we have all these things. And once again, thank you to the farmers market. We'll eat this when we're offset, just because we don't want to make people jealous. But again, I have here blueberries, raspberries, blackberries. There are strawberries. There are people who think that strawberries are sweet. They're actually quite sour. You know?
Yeah.
But again, one of my favorites.
It's a price. Go like these small things. I have to pay
and the farmers market again has a smoothie and salad bar. So you can look for the shops and then go there and
sometimes I always say give them a recipe. So I want to smell good as far as my mouth is concerned. Yes, I can go like, okay, so give me something with parsley in there. Or farmers market, please use this segment and everything we've spoken about to serve your clients when they come to you asking for smoothies. Okay, so I want something that will help me as far as my breath is concerned. Please, you've watched this segment, know the combination.
And let me just add something. The cook in me will not let me keep quiet. So a lot of people who like garlic and the taste of garlic, parsley actually
Thank you so much. I wanted to tell you how you can twist it. So you can slot parsley in there
basil
or mint. In there so that you can at least improve on it, because those compounds are also needed. Garlic is good for the heart. Onions, garlic, a perfect combination. It's very, very good, but the smell is the problem. You need it, but there's something bad attached to it. So mint, parsley can help you take care of that as far as the smell is concerned.
And the basil as well. What we call kukomesa.
Hey. Yes. Apiorkor is a chef.
Well, you know, in another life.
Yes. So that's why she's all about it like that. So thank you so much for bringing us these things. At least they can see.
Well, thank you to the Farmers Market Limited.
Thank you.
I mean,
thank you so much.
It's great to have them on the segment. And Akosia, thank you as usual for coming through and for teaching people how to freshen their breath. Because some people are suffering, especially with the face mask. And now that it's been extended to the 14th of December.
Now you can't. I can't feel what is bad in there. So let me quickly give my handles.
Yes,
you can follow me on Instagram at The Nutritionist Akosia, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Nutritionist Akosia, and then you can reach me on 0243 350206.
Brilliant. So, ladies and gentlemen, I've been speaking to Akosia Konadu-Yadom. She's a state registered nutritionist, and she joins us on the nutrition segment here on Breakfast Daily every Monday at 9 a.m. And this segment has been proudly brought to you by the Farmers Market Limited. And we'll be speaking to them shortly, perhaps after this break. Stay tuned and do use the hashtag Breakfast Daily to communicate with us.
Comprehensive news. The Citi Newsroom at 8 p.m. on Citi TV is your most engaging news bulletin on TV.
It's a very That's too bad. The youth are still throwing stones. They are still throwing stones here into our direction. And can I come in? I want to come in. Okay.
Telling your stories better with correspondents covering every corner of the country.
Getting access to potable water is a daily struggle for residents of Kakichekopi and Balekopi communities in the Ada East district of the Greater Accra region.
Citi Newsroom at 8 p.m. Very fluent with issues that concern you.
This inquiry me come from Mr. Rabbi. Someone has a bread. Told you kind of a 1 week. What do you say?
Is it unfair? What all this? What all this? We are dying! We are dying! We are dying for chocolate!
With Citi Newsroom, your community is now connected.
In this our community, all of us, we are very sorry of the school. If we went and see the children, they are so small. Even my grandchildren are there. My grandsons are there. If they come out from the school, how would this?
Every day at 8 p.m., Citi Newsroom is live on Citi TV.
All right, so with all the excitement of the nutrition segment, talking about farmers market, they're right here with me. And let me introduce to you Frederick Kofi Asare, who's the assistant retail manager. Good morning, Frederick. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing well.
Okay, and I also have with me Vincent Ejay. He's the Laboni shop manager. All right, gentlemen, you're both welcome.
Thank you very much.
All right, so farmers market, we're really excited to have you sponsoring nutrition and health. Let's start with the conversation about how long you've been in existence in Ghana.
Yeah, so our name is The Farmers Market.
The Farmers Market.
The Farmers Market.
Okay.
The Farmers Market has been in existence for about 3 years.
Okay.
But before that, our mother company, White Beige International Limited, has been in the business space of agric for about the last 15 years.
Okay.
So we are two companies actually merging.
White Beige and the Farmers Market. Okay.
Yeah.
Super.
So what White Beige does is that White Beige does wholesale. They do production, import and export of fruits and vegetables.
Okay.
So White Beige also work with outgrower farmers. What they do is that they source all the food that the farmers market needs. They bring it to their warehouse. They clean, they sort, they grade, and then they package this product, and then they send it to their shop whenever they need it. So when you buy a product from the farmers market, you can be rest assured that it has gone through high quality checks before you purchase it. So there's that trust element there.
Okay.
The farmers market in particular is a retail shop for top quality fresh fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, and other healthy food accompaniments.
Okay.
When you come to the farmers market, we sell food products under a very hygienic setting. So our tagline goes 100% hygienic and farm fresh, and that's what the farmers market emulates.
Fantastic, fantastic. Can you, I mean, I can see a full spread of so many different food items here. Can you give us a sense of what the kind of range that you have, your product range?
Thank you very much. At the farmers market, we have fresh fruits and vegetable section. We have nuts and seeds department, and also a juice and salad bar.
Okay.
Our range of items include fresh cucumber, lettuce, pomegranate, broccoli, to mention a few. And of course, we have a wide array of them well displayed here on set.
Yeah.
At our nuts and seeds department, you will find almonds, macadamia, hazelnut, Brazil nut, pistachio, chia seeds, and several other nuts and seeds. Now, talk of our salad bar. We run a salad bar which produces juice, smoothies, and rich salads.
Okay.
And then all of these are produced from our fresh fruits and vegetables with no additives.
Wow, impressive. Where are you located?
So the farmers market, we are in 5 locations. Okay. You find the farmers market, our head office, and that's where White Bay Wholesale and Warehouse is also located at Tema Community 11, just adjacent the Community 11 police station. Okay. We have our second shop at Community 25 on the Dev Traco Road. We're also located at East Legon on the Boundary Road. At Laboni, we are located on the 5th Circular Avenue, opposite the Alisa Hotel. And our baby shop, that's our Spinter shop. That's located at Shell Signboard, opposite the Puma filling station. You can always call the farmers market too on 050-148-1140. And the most interesting thing is that now we are making things very convenient for customers. We now want them to shop from their homes. So we are launching our e-commerce platform this month. So you just go to www.thefarmersmarketgh.com and then you order for your product and then we deliver it to you at the comfort of your home. The farmers market, we work every single day. As long as you will eat, we are ready to provide the food for you. So we work from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. every single day. And the most interesting thing is that those who want to shop on Sundays, we also work on Sundays as well, at 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Even on holidays like this, we work from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. in the evening. Okay. So you always find a farmer's market when you need us.
Wow. Are there any, okay, so when I look at the things you have here, the question I have in mind is, what else can we add to this, your product line? Are you making any plans of doing any further expansion, adding more products to the line?
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. So the farmers market, we are now going into this year actually, we are not looking at opening any shop. Okay. We are looking at going to full-scale production, enhancing our production sector of our company. When you go to our Spinter shop, above the shop, you find the first inner city greenhouse that we are building. We'll have a greenhouse
in the shop.
In the shop.
Wow.
So it will be like the point and kill theory. You just pick a vegetable upstairs and then it's delivered to you downstairs, fresh from the market. That's why we say we are farm fresh. We're also working on our greenhouse village. Our greenhouse village at Dowenya, where we have a complete greenhouse setting, over 27 greenhouses. And we also provide facilities.
27?
Yes. Yeah. We also provide facilities for people who want to spend the weekend. These are all in the plans of the farmers market in White Bay. This is not just order we have. We deal in over 400 fruits and vegetables, mostly local. But what we do is that there are also people who are out there for intrigue in different fruits and vegetables that you can't grow in a local setting. What we do is that we also make that available as well. So that's why you find a lot of locally made fruits and vegetables here, locally grown ones. And then we also have the imported ones as well. Our goal is to achieve customer satisfaction, and that's what we drive towards.
Okay. During this, during this COVID-19 period, what has some of the what have you noticed as the demand from customers? What was the focus? What has that been?
Okay, so during this period, it's amazing to note that a lot of people have become health conscious. Therefore, they are very careful in the choice that they make in terms of fruits and vegetables, as well as other nuts and seeds. And so this has really brought out the importance of eating healthy to everybody. And this is for this reason that we are also making ourselves available to everybody so that they can take advantage of this opportunity to really live a healthy life for themselves. And so really the COVID-19 pandemic has reawakened everybody's sense of nutrition and the sense of eating healthy.
I am looking at this tray here and I see fruits that I would refer to as exotic.
Yes, please.
Okay, so I would imagine viewers, like myself, I'll be looking at strawberries here, grapes here.
Yes.
Which one is this?
This one is the Kiwano.
Kiwano?
We call it the horn melon.
Okay.
When the nutritionist was talking, she said that there are several melons that probably people do not know. This is one of them. This is actually a melon.
A melon?
Yes, we call it a Kiwano or the horn melon.
So they look foreign to Ghana.
Yeah.
How do you have this as part of your product line?
Yeah.
So you grow them here?
No, please.
Okay.
As I said initially, our main focus is on the local fruits and vegetables. If you look deep down into my basket, you find passion fruit in there, watermelon in there, orange in there. There are a lot of locally produce.
So we grow passion fruit here?
Yeah, we grow passion fruit here. Yes.
I like this.
We grow a lot of passion fruit here. A lot of people, that's the passion fruit. Yeah. So what we can grow locally, for example, our climate will not support the apple. We bring it in ourselves. We get our products from farmers who are certified as Global GAP. That means that everything that we have has gone through strict good agriculture practices before they are grown. So when you buy from the farmers market, you should know that we have placed a price to your health. Our customers are our priority. So we make sure that whatever we even bring or we import into the country, it has gone through stringent quality checks before we bring them in. But the local items, they are mainly from our outgrowers and our partner farmers. We give you a standard and criteria according to what we want, according to what our customers demand, because we are very much big on customer feedback. So when the customer says, I want it this way, then we can get it for you that way. One of the most popular things in our shop is the sweet corn. When you take the sweet corn from the farmers market, you see that the variety is very good and it's very, very in demand out there.
Okay. What I'm thinking about is your greenhouse concept that your 27 greenhouses that you're going to be running. Are there things that you can now be able to grow?
Yes.
Which you previously couldn't
Absolutely.
grow. Yeah.
So the theme for our greenhouse is import substitution.
Okay.
So we are looking at controlling the weather, controlling the climate inside the greenhouse. We are running various experiments as at now. There are several things that are being imported as at now that our production team has found success to grow locally. It's just left for us to send it to the larger scale. You have things such as the red radish, kohlrabi, and these are vegetables that normally do not grow here, but they have been successful to grow it on a small scale. So yes, they have worked out their mistakes, they have worked out what to do, they have gone to study what temperature it should be kept, and that's why we are so big about the greenhouse concept, and that's what we are doing on top of our splinter shop, to mainly focus on import substitutions, so that the things that we bring in, it will get to a point in time with the farmers market and White Beige International Limited. We need not to bring most of those items in, but get them locally. And the farmers market is looking at making this possible.
Yeah. Now, I know that you operate with some principles. And you talk about the famous 4 A's. You know, walk us through that and why those are very important to you as the farmers market.
Yes, so with regards to our 4 A's, we're talking about accessibility, which is why we are dotted across the city of Accra. So we have 5 branches that you can shop from in the city of Accra, and looking forward to expand to the other regions as well. Now we talk about availability. We make sure that our stocks are always available in the right quantities for the customers to buy. Also, we talk about affordability. We are affordable. We are there for everybody. And so regardless of what your budget is, you can afford the farmers market. Then also, we are adaptable to change in the marketplace. That is why, for example, we are talking about launching an e-commerce platform. Now, this is to respond to a need that has arisen. So this is what we talk about
when you refer to affordability.
Yes.
I know there are a lot of people who are watching us, and people are skeptical. They say, look, listen, we go to the local market. We know what we're going to get over there. You have brought this Dadabi arrangement, you know, and and it's like some special thing for some people at a higher price, you know, and so on. What can you say to viewers that will make them feel that, listen, let's go and try the farmers market for real, because you can it's competitive pricing?
So for affordability, what the farmers market does is that we eliminate the middleman effect. So for most of the things that you find out there in our various markets, there is always a middleman who brings it to the market, and then we have the aggregator who puts it together, sells it to the market queens. The market queens then, not saying that the local markets, they have been serving us for years, but the farmers market is looking at doing things right. So what we do is that our fruits, our vegetables, they are as affordable as the farm gates.
Okay.
Yes. Wow. So we have eliminated the middleman effect. So it's either coming from our farm or we are getting it straight from our outgrower.
Okay.
So you don't have
a middle person.
Yes, the middle person putting
their own cut.
His cut on it, and another person putting his cut on it before it gets to your market woman. The farmers market, for the imported items as well, it comes straight from our mother company, White Beige. What White Beige does is that White Beige supplies most of the hyper supermarkets that you have around, most of the restaurants, the hotels that you find around. They have been in this business for a long time. So since this product is just coming from our mother company, you find it at a very relatively affordable price as compared to the rest. And those who are into real shopping of fruits and vegetables, they will tell you this. Whatever you get at the farmers market, try it at another place and it will be much more expensive than that. Yes.
Fantastic. Yeah, so you said you're located, give us your locations again.
Yeah, so we are at Tema Community 11, just beside the police station. We are at Community 25 on the Dev Traco Road. At Laboni, we are just opposite the Alisa Hotel. At East Legon, we are on the Boundary Road. And at Spinters, we are short signboard opposite the Puma filling station.
Okay.
Yes. And also to add that now you can shop on www.thefarmersmarketgh.com.
Thefarmersmarketgh.com.
Yes, please.
Okay. So with your plans to expand that you mentioned earlier, how quickly can we see, let's say, Ashanti region or Northern region? How soon, relatively?
Relatively sooner than you think.
Okay.
Yes. What we seek to do is to do things right. So this is the birth stage of the farmers market. We are looking at strengthening our foundations here, getting to know what Ghanaians like in Accra, using Accra as our case study. And we have plans. We have plans for Takoradi, we have plans for Kumasi, we have plans for the Eastern region, we have plans for Sunyani, we have plans to go up north. We are looking at being your corner shop. We are looking at within the next 5 years, you come out and then you have a very hygienic setting to buy your food, your fruits and your vegetables from. And that's what the farmers market is seeking to do, to be your corner shop, to find us almost everywhere you go, so that healthy living does not become a priority or does not become just something for the privileged, but becomes something for everybody.
All right, so Vincent, I'm living in Brekum. I've heard of farmers market. I want to order. I go online. Can you provide? Can you supply?
At the moment, we are delivering in Accra, but I also have plans to go
expand
across.
That further.
Yes, please.
Okay.
And when that comes, we also communicate it to our various customers to take advantage.
All right. So let's have your social media handles, your numbers.
Yes. So on social media, across all platforms, when you go at the Farmers Market GH on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook, you find us there.
Okay.
You can also call the Farmers Market on 050-148-1140. And as Mr. Vincent also said, when you go to www.thefarmersmarketgh.com, you can also buy your products from there.
Okay, super. Thank you very much. I've been speaking with our friends from the Farmers Market, Frederick Kofi Asare, who is the Assistant Retail Manager, and then also Vincent J. Laboni Shop Manager. 100% hygienic and farm fresh.
Absolutely.
That's the Farmers Market for you. We'll be right back after this.
Imagine if you can get all the understanding on some of the difficult subjects you struggle with in school. As a student, do you feel dissatisfied with how hard it is to figure out the subjects you're learning? Or as a parent or guardian, do you worry that your child is struggling to understand some of the subjects in school? Well, now you don't need to sign up for extra lessons or tutors. Simply tune in to Class Act, Mondays to Thursdays at 5:30 p.m. on Citi TV. Class Act is a show that seeks to enable senior high school students gain a much better understanding of what they learn in school. All you need is a TV, a chair, your notebook, and your pen. Get clarity on subjects such as maths, English, IT, and science. Class Act airs every Monday to Thursday at 5:30 p.m. on Citi TV, on DSTV channel 363 and GoTV channel 182. Don't forget your pens, pencils, and your notebooks, and tune in to Class Act, only on Citi TV.
Instead of for us to look for jobs, why don't we start up something which can help to change our fathers, our mothers' life?
I tell the fellow youth, so many of us are without jobs. If we can put ourselves in the hot seat, we can create the jobs.
But in Africa, we actually have needs that if you solve them, you're able to impact the people within the continent.
Without fear, people become more productive. They become daring. They become creative, and they become innovative.
I decided to quit my job. Even if I don't make it, I'll have tried. I will have known that it can't work.
Nothing is magic here. Everyone who arrives somewhere is working day and night.
It's something that will enable you to grow a lot of skills you didn't have.
You're trying to build something that is beyond the borders of this country.
If you want to change the world, right, you might as well start from home.
Election 2020, Ghana makes a choice. Tracking and bringing reports of the presidential and parliamentary campaigns across the length and breadth of this nation.
Analyzing campaign activities and election data with our panelists on the Voters' Diary.
The Voters' Diary is the most factual, instructive, and balanced election 2020 analysis program on television.
The Voters' Diary, every weekday on Citi TV from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m.
Stay informed on all the relevant issues on election 2020.
Tune into the Voters' Diary, it's Ghana's choice.
Welcome back. You're still watching Breakfast Daily right here on Citi TV. And of course on DSTV channel 363, GoTV channel 182. It's been a beautiful morning on Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Day.
Yep, it has. And Kels the poet, he gave us a very interesting piece earlier on. And he's joined us. We're going to have a conversation with him. Good morning, Kels.
Good morning.
Hi,
How
are you?
I'm good.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about yourself. I mean, how long have you been doing this?
I started in senior high school.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when was that?
It was like 2012 to 2013.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the year actually when I wrote this piece for the Kwame Nkrumah. I wrote it in secondary school.
Brilliant.
And so I just keep improving. So basically, but I officially I'm like 6 years into poetry.
Okay.
Into spoken word poetry.
Okay, into spoken word
poetry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What inspires your writing? How do you garner your information?
Normally it's from nature and then nurture. Yeah. So normally I take inspiration everywhere. Like what inspires me, it's dynamic.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what kinds of things do you write about? I mean, this was a very political piece that you performed, and rightly so, because we're celebrating Kwame Nkrumah today. But what other things do you typically write about?
I write about love.
Okay.
Life as well. More of hustling also.
The hustle.
The hustle.
The hustle.
Yeah.
The hustle.
Yeah. So when I get inspired with the things around me, being my environment, and I wish to show, poets, our words are more of like our tool.
I like the way you said our.
Our words are more like our tool for projecting our ideas to the world. So normally I just put that to work then.
Okay.
Where can people follow you and get
on Instagram at PoetKels, on Twitter as PoetKels as well, and then on Facebook at Kels the Poet.
Okay. Okay.
Have you published anything? Have you?
Yeah,
anything?
I think I've released about 5 videos.
Okay.
On YouTube.
On YouTube.
Okay. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I'm now preparing my album, which I want to release in November.
A full-length album?
Yes.
Okay.
About
How
13,
many
13 pieces. Yes.
Wow.
Titled The
good.
Chronicles of a Black Man.
And this is going to be audio or audio-visual or
Audio
both?
Visual.
Audio-visual.
Yeah.
Okay.
Audio visual. Which you have some.
Sounds
I might even have you on there.
Let's see. Well, thank you so much for spending your morning
Thank you for
with us
having me as well.
and for sharing your arts with us as well.
Sure.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
So we'll hear more from Kels shortly.
Yes, we will.
Yes, but don't forget tomorrow we resume Voters Diary. It starts at 1 p.m. on radio and at 3 p.m. on TV.
Right here on Citi TV. Yes. And